guy that plays a lot of Xin Zhao.
No way!
That's Kale.
We have seen this before, but it has been a while, Atlas.
Yeah, I saw a bit of Kale being spoken about. Okay, we're
I
gonna
don't have
replay
to anymore, but no
Everyone
summoners
grouped up and then he
otherwise
died.
used, and he just, I mean, yeah, it's Pantheon level 1. Okay, big win here for Team Liquid, and Yun.
That being said, I mean, the Kalista matchup into Draven should be really hard for Kalista, but it isn't actually the case, as, of course, this Kalista did manage to get that first blood. Now also has the, like, steel caps? I don't know. Very aggressive, defensive choice. But will make sure that you're not taking too much damage from this this Draven. And they say that if you do have like a big extra advantage, investing in a defense is oftentimes
like this. So a good tempo move from TL now.
Oh dear, there's a handshake. It's very polite, but maybe not so much. As Delight is going to be able to at least escape for the moment. Does get into the mists.
It was a firm handshake, Atlas.
That was a very firm handshake. That's the kind of one where obviously the dad doesn't want you dating his daughter. Is okay. Peanut diving forward, finds a cease and desist, but Yun gets underneath his turret, and now the grand Skyfall comes down. Umpty going to be able to grab Peanut one more time for the second kill. We're getting close to picking up one of these feats of strength as Viper. Peanut going to be pushed away, but I don't think loses out on that one. Flash used by Viper here to avoid the handshake. And Umpty and Peanut just continuing to fight. Smite going to be utilized there as Umpty just dives on top. And these health bars were already low. Peanut in trouble, and he's dead again!
But that might not be enough later on when the Yun is starting to get big, APA is getting bigger, and Umpty is just making plays everywhere as they get more plays topside.
Zeus might kill Impact here, though. This could be a bit of a problem as Impact trying to get himself away, but he's still skewered. And Zeus grabs the kill. Yun going to be moving down here, looking to try and grab some revenge for his top laner. As Delight now, they get dove on. I think Zeus might be dead, ladies and gentlemen. Does have divine intervention, but sometimes even the gods cannot save you, and Yun going to be able to pull those sticks out, and that's going to grab that kill. Peanut could be in trouble as well as Yun is dancing around with that martial poise. Grabs a double now on this Kalista, and that satchel's gorgeous! Never doubt APA's Zig.
APA playing it.
Yeah.
Watch him play it.
And we're still even more quizzical because now that he is playing it, it's looking great.
Yes, and I mean, look.
Oh, and it's a Cloud Soul.
It's a Cloud Soul.
It's my day today. As, all right, Zeka is going to get pushed into APA. Mega Inferno Bomb comes down. It's a fair bit of damage onto Delight, but that is going to be the ulti, and Delight should just die here as Umpty just combos him down. Zeka could be in trouble now as well as KazaLoLLCShighlights comes through. The handshake is going to be landed, but Umpty is in turret range, does manage to walk out as Peanut, a little bit anemic at this point in time. Zeka unable to walk up, but still throwing the spell flux through.
Yun's here.
Oh, okay, Zeka actually taking a lot of damage now, trying to realm warp his way out.
Remember, if Viper commits to the fight and dies, getting the Rift Herald will never be worth it.
Well, Umpty has found Viper. As Yun's going to get pulled back, the Bone Skewer going to be working really nicely. He does have a blast going to get himself out of the way. As the MasterCard lane economy snapshot showing us that Yun is in a great spot, but maybe not right now, as not going to get slowed down immediately. Rift Herald does go down as Umpty wants a little bit more. Zeus pushing on this turret. That is going to be a dead outer in the mid lane.
Now the gold's even.
Yeah.
In fact, Hanwha with a slight lead.
Oh dear, Umpty able to get out of the way of the Bone Skewer this time. There is still a turret that's up and available. Peanut's coming down. Teleported is not going to be enough as Delight delivers a bunch of money over to his teammates. Mega.
This game is for that cash-in to happen for Viper, you know, and still a ways away from that.
Peanut just took a whole lot of damage on his way in, went through all of the mines as well as great handshake as APA should be able to take him down, but the divine intervention onto Peanut. They just wait it out. He does eventually die. I don't know whether that bailout is going to necessarily work as Delight. He's just slinked into stealth and he'll be okay as well as KazaLoLLCShighlights just wanted to walk this one off. Handshake going to connect, but so does the Bone Skewer as Viper really wanting to grab another one, but no need to be greedy. He already managed to cash in those adoration stacks and that gold advantage to the tune of 1,000 now. Make that
with the Ziggs, unfortunately, because he doesn't do a lot.
APA is dead. So is Zeka though. Never mind. Maybe not as Umpty wanted to grab that stun once again, but Peanut says no, not today, and maybe he's just going to die. Instead, he's got the spear. Then he's able to take down Zeka. Now I'm trying to taxi his way out to these Krogs as Peanut really wants to get that Vault Breaker back. He gets underneath the turret, but the stun is almost back up, and Umpty will survive.
Viper.
The whirling death. They should be able to communicate this. And so Umpty just continues. All right, KazaLoLLCShighlights spots him out here as Yun is their target. Delight diving forward as well. Cease and assist goes down. Barrier is decent. Has the bailout, but it's not enough. And it's another kill and a shutdown to Zeus. Oh dear, this Kale is going to be a problem if she wasn't already.
And man, TL had so many leads. They had such a great early game, but a few small mistakes around the map, and Hanwha Life just strike back again. And it's not the first time this tournament we've seen Hanwha Life struggle in the early game and just be the beat. I mean, it's almost lights out, you know?
And it's already sort of feeling like that as Yun is underneath the turret. The Rend not enough to take down Viper, but he is pushed away from this turret. And Zeka, I don't know about that position. That's hyper-aggressive, but he's got the Divine Intervention. And Cease and Assist on top of Yun will be the demise of him. Zeus now going to be the focus zone. He'll get shut down as Impact trying to get aggressive, and now Delight. He's hitting the resets. His health bar is so low, but Umpty cannot get in range, and Viper gets another one. Umpty knew he wanted to kill. Will be able to take him down, but he's still going to lose the fight.
Oh, it all went wrong. And they're trying again to try to push for that advantage.
Yep, some question marks here from Yun as they're playing protect the President as best they can. Fate's call to try and save KazaLoLLCShighlights as Viper. He's going to be cleansing. Zeus currently untouched as there's the ultimate from KazaLoLLCShighlights, but it doesn't quite do enough. Peanut dead yet again, but Zeus is free hitting Umpty, just trying to get him out of here, trying to zone. And I don't know whether it's necessarily working because Divine Intervention is on HLE's side and it's Reset City for Delight. APA has to run himself out of there, and HLE yet another team fight win.
Zeus just once again takes all the aggro and then presses R.
Oh no, the Pierce is gonna go wide.
Oh.
Yeah, Peanut actually trying to escape that vision as we can see Whirling Death just to soften them up as Delight finds himself yet another Bone Skewer, and oh man, into the bouncy castle goes APA. Viper gets the Divine Intervention, he's frontlining, that's their tank. Their tank is a Kale ultimate. As down goes Cassante. Impact lying on the ground, as is KazaLoLLCShighlights, and it's a triple for this Kale that is now entirely out of control. Yun able to avoid the Bone Skewer, but not able to do enough damage to Delight to kill him, as Zeka is just walking forward like the orange tank that represents Hanwha Life Esports, and now I think they may just be done with game one. It was such a weird draft. It was such a poor start for HLE. But unfortunately for TL fans, it was not enough to stop them from winning.
Not enough. Hanwha Life Esports with that one would go.
Oh, it's Quinn. It's Quinn.
Never
mind. It was going to be an AD carry, guys. It was. This is the one that really makes Renekton's day awful.
You know what? Even though he didn't make it here, he was a big part of it. As you see, the junglers also meeting up. Peanut caught.
Another time. That is the twisted advance forward. And Peanut, not a lot of way out of this one. That is going to be the poison picking it up for APA. As now Zeka also trying to deal with him. Not enough damage. And there's KazaLoLLCShighlights with the grand entrance. No.
I mean, I do feel like this is once again a really good situation for them, especially when you consider the fact that Impact... hold up.
Yeah, that is going to be KazaLoLLCShighlights lit on fire and does throw down the heal. Is the last tick going to be enough? And the answer is no. That's why you drink your potions, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, scary there. Until that swap came through. Yun has an advantage as well over Viper as hold up.
Yep, Delight had his flash off cooldown, so obviously he's pressing that button yet again. Peanut thrown out of the battle.
But now his ult is down for the dragon they want to take. APA going in.
Yeah, there's a beautiful ultimate as well as the Petrifying Gaze onto Zeka. The flash forward from APA.
And that should just be the dragon going over to TL here. Even without Umpty's ultimate, they're able to secure it. And unfortunately for Peanut, he's not able to make...
We've seen that Umpty is very happy to get this done as Impact able to get aggressive onto Zeus with that Bolt now on cooldown. Does mean that he might be able to get something done here as Peanut unable to land the Grasping Roots, but that Stranglethorns does so much work, softening up TL. Delight Magnus Storm onto 3 though, as he's underneath the turret, it just may not matter. Viper diving forward as well, manages to take down Yun as Zeka diving on in. Umpty underneath this turret. He's out of the captive audience range, as is everyone else, actually, as this is super awkward. Twisted advance as Umpty's dead. That was so heroic.
Well, Impact is here. I think that's what he wanted to maybe set up for, but this might just be another handbag to the collection.
Never mind. APA's moving down. Let's see whether the snake and the crocodile can get something done. The answer is at least they're hit. That's a flash forward. Okay, Slice and Dyson looking all cool. Unfortunately, he's still dead underneath the turret. And Viper
Impact continues to widen, And the Croc here hasn't really made too much of an impact in this game, no pun intended.
But isn't actually going to die or anything like that, as now Zeus looking for impact, and the curtains have been called. So is the Nature's Grasp, though, and that is going to guarantee the Dragon. Oh, everyone's rooted, and there's the quickness into the back line. They get the knockdown, and piercing arrow cuts through Peanut. This Zyro not working once again, unfortunately.
Yeah, and now
APA
Zeus
walking towards Zeus, yeah, exactly, and oh, the petrifying gaze instantly cleansed there by Zeus. Looked very cool, but unfortunately, I think he's still going to die, as the grand entrance cannot be flashed out of, and Impact just culls the meek indeed. They should be able to take themselves a turret off the back of this one, and Zeka is just licking his wounds after falling so far behind in this early game.
Yeah, Pizza strength picked up here, though.
Oh, are they going to be able to take this turret? They should.
Yeah, it is.
Beats obviously already got spotted. This is a very healthy turret as Zeus is coming on over. KazaLoLLCShighlights coming down as well, though, does get the information that Impact is going to be in trouble. And now Zeka coming down as well. So he's going to rocket jump over. There's the Dominus, as Quickness going to come on through as well. They do manage to take down the Crocodile, as Delight almost just dies to the turret. The ramping damage almost killing Peanut there as well, as Zeus is just going to kill the Rakan. And in the meantime, the Rift Herald is going to be thrown into the mid lane. So with these 6 scrubs, TL should be able to take this one down, no problem. But unfortunately, the still has the ultimate up.
Well, they're not focusing the Dragon.
But anytime they want to pull the trigger, Umpty should be able to just say, no, you're not allowed in here, as the Quickness flies forward. Zeus finding an opportunity is so difficult, as Impact just says, no, you're not allowed in. Zeka now off to the side of the fight, but it's KazaLoLLCShighlights that goes down first, and Zeka has made it to safety. These health bars are so low, and this is actually the kind of fight that HLE really want to look for. Zeus now fighting against Otacon as well. This is insanity, and Zeus so extraordinarily low. Eyes on the prize, though. TL will be able to take down the Dragon. Otacon continues to be annoyed.
They're giving it.
And Zeka's there as well. So yeah, Ruinous Otacon is going to go over to TL. So that's going to mean a whole bunch of extra levels and damage and things like this. And we'll see whether HLE can get enough off the back of it, because they do manage to take down some turrets. Outer goes down in the mid lane. Inner goes down on the top side.
Look at the XP they'll pick up here.
They should still be able to just take down this turret. So really nice play here from TL. Drag that gold back towards their way.
Use that to win the game.
And TL have been so good at being on the objective first. Is now KazaLoLLCShighlights diving in. Chains of Corruption avoided there by the flash. Peanuts out of the fight, and they instead just go for Delight. Another Magnet Storm, but this time it's not enough. And Zeus just there a little bit late. However, this AoE damage kind of massive, as Zeka wanting to press that rocket jump button, but TL have successfully disengaged.
I mean, this is a Zyra. They can't just go Dragon, because HLE will be like, we got Tristana, we got Zyra, we'll trade for Baron. I think TL, but split here.
Yeah, Buster shot Umpty, and he should still go down.
APA is getting Dragon. APA is getting Dragon this whole time. It's at half health, and now they have to try to stop this Baron, though. I mean, Mountain Soul is permanent, Baron is not, but you do not want to give this over to Hanwha Life.
Yeah, and they also cannot lose multiple members as well, because then you cannot defend against it. Still, the Baron doing a fair bit of damage here, as it only has just spawned a minute ago.
There's those shields.
Yeah, they're diving forward. Double knock up there from KazaLoLLCShighlights into the back of the pit. They go. That is the Baron. Over to HLE, but now Impact presses the Dominus button and looks to try and lock down the fight. The flash out from Yon to try and keep himself alive, and Zeka is going bonkers in the fight. APA, he'll turn up at the miasma a little bit too late.
I think they got to get out of here.
Yeah, you have to run as quickly as you can, but instead they realize that maybe they have not been able to. That dodge was gorgeous, but still, APA is standing. He goes golden, and Zeus is just melting to the poison damage. APA will eventually go down, as Zeka does have his...
Against that Baron, and time is what TL need. 1 minute 15. They're trying to keep these inhibitors alive. KazaLoLLCShighlights on a crazy flank.
Yeah, this is a mental flank, and you can see he is unseen on his way forward. Delight now in trouble as the Quickness into the back line. Locks down Zeka and Peanut. The Petrifying Gaze not doing too much, but the Magnet Storm only onto one. And they know exactly who the carry is, as APA takes all of these ultimates to the face. And TL are just cleaning up the rift of HLE. The Barons now just not really doing anything at all. But the compositions, TL in the late game with Mountain Soul should just be able to win, as Chains of Corruption was optimistic at best. Grasping Roots is going to be grasping at straws there for Peanut, his teammates.
This is so tense. APA just hanging on the edge here, does so much damage to the objective. Just putting Hanwha Life on the clock, saying you will eventually have to come over here. You will eventually have to take this away from us.
Yeah.
Zeus remounts.
Zek on this flank angle, but you can see control wards everywhere. TL have done their homework this time as Viper is in trouble. Below half health now. As Delight as well, keeping his health bar as high as possible so he can actually engage. Deadly Flourish not doing too much.
We're running out of time.
Yeah, and it's the Nature's Grasp that you have to watch out for. Umpty holding on to that one. He's got that one in the barrel.
This Elder's getting very low. Peanut just looking for a steal. That's all he's got.
Yeah, Curtain Call does absolutely nothing in this fight at the same time, so Viper won't have access to that.
Bit of a reset.
Yeah, this reset on the Elder is a big deal. But if TL focus this, it goes down so fast.
They've got the health bar advantage. They might be able to catch
the wrap around. He gets the knockout, and there is the quickness. And Yon able to take him out before he can do anything. Petrifying Gaze as the Buster Shot gets rid of APA, but Delight is dead. No Magnus Storm for you. TL just find the perfect team fight, and this should win them the game.
Absolutely. Huge win here for TL. So patient. You know, you're back against the wall in this game. Your tournament life is on the line. You don't choke. You play it slow. You watch your flanks. They spot Zeus on the flank, take him out, and that is all they needed to do. They used the health bar of the Elder against Hanwha Life Esports, and it looks like we are going to Game 3. Atlas.
Thank goodness, because this game, it was another crazy draft. But man, TL, they look so good. And the fact that they were still behind, they still held on, they got those objectives, they did what they needed to do. Delight going to respawn, but his Nexus is not going to until Game 3, and TL.
Otherwise though, and he will go for the Jax that was banned away. Bit of a controversial pick for Impact, depending on who you ask, but it does feel like it can do very well into the Ambessa and is going to be a huge side lane threat. It's going to be a dragon.
Yeah, Umpty should be able to grab that one there. As, okay, Gravity Field going to go down as APA with his Death Ray. Going to be able to do a lot of work onto Delight, who will flash. But if just one more piece of damage comes through, he should be dead, and the Death Ray is what secures it.
Feel bad that you're not going to have those grubs for your Jax later on, but I think it's well worth it.
All right, Riftwalk is now available for Zeka, and so this is where things start to become a little bit of a problem. APA is still trading okay.
Mountain into Cloud here, start things off as Impact's going in.
Yeah, Grandmaster's Might is down as Zeus can be very tricky as Peanut, he turns up. The flash is going to be used by Impact. Ability is pretty silly, yeah, exactly.
He is not really too concerned. Impact may need to be.
Yeah, there's a flash forward. Grandmaster's Might comes down. He does have the counter-strike, but Peanut gets in there, and there goes the kill. Zeus picks up.
Zeus does have TP, so they need to be aware of this.
Yeah, APA turning up. TL have invested a lot in this already, as now Zekar on the flank angle will get pushed away. But with 2 grubs remaining, HLE, they don't even really need to worry about it. 5 grubs, that feels all right.
Does feel really strong.
It's not going to get the feats of strength, you know?
And, you know, they end up getting this that they have, so still feeling good as APA?
Yeah, Delight altered it. As there's the public execution, that's how they're able to get that man advantage, but Zeus is burning down. The Impale is so good and Delight will survive. However, Impact just flashes on top of him. Can he get another? The answer's no, as Zeus just dances around the jet as well. They were able to grab the first, so this is certainly good news. I'll take that one down. It's going to be an Ocean Soul.
It is kind of like the balance of Kassadin as Impact is in
maybe
danger.
Some trouble. He's just going to try and clear out the wave. He's doing his best to ignore the fact that these champions are here. As the Winter's Bite, Concussive Blow's not stacked up. And Impact given a little bit of space here. Peanut by himself shouldn't be enough, but he's able to hold him in position for so extraordinarily long. And there's the public execution, and it was definitely public because there were 4 people surrounding him.
Yeah, it ends up being a long and heavy commitment, though. That does mean that on the bottom lane, we are going to see a turret taken by APA. It's a trade of turrets, of course, but just not getting the opportunity to take one. As yes, Hanwha Life had to group for this, and that means they're missing members. Yeah, 13 extra gold picked up as well.
As all right, on the hunt, he's going to get procced here, as Viper not able to really get too much done. Great route to come out from Umpty to stop Peanut from coming forward, but now Zekar is going to turn up. The Arcane Shift, Yon, not a whole lot of places to go in that flash. wasn't great either, but the knockups are coming in, and Yon survives for so incredibly long. Stick around, but it is still going to be this turret lying on the floor pretty soon. KazaLoLLCShighlights going in once again as a solar flare onto a Skarner is maybe not the priority target here, as Zeka turns up once again. APA in that backline, let's see how much TL can actually get done. As Zeus getting spotted there by Impact, and KazaLoLLCShighlights trying desperately to tank things up. These health bars are getting so extraordinarily low, but it's Zeka that takes down the Leona, and TL are pushed away. Peanut smacks them into the wall, and TL just get their backs broken in this mid-game. A triple kill for Zeka's Kassadin. And that's not a great sign. Make it a quadra, make it an ace. And HLE, I think they've decided they want to win this series.
The backs are broken. This feels horrible when you're the Jacks. 1.2k down, catching the waves in the side and not pushing them in. Impact 2 levels down on Zeus here. And he's just not able to do anything. He's getting cut down.
It's pretty absurd. And I mean, Zeus has been playing some weird champions so far. It was Kale and then Quinn in this series. This is, you know, one of the more coveted of the champions here, as Impact just getting dove underneath this turret by Zeus alone. It's not going to be able to kill him. Does stop the recall, I guess, as now the flash comes out. Peanut still just flashing forward. They get the suppress. Down goes Umpty. No more spite for TL, as at least they get some decent damage onto Zeka, but he's still rift walking forward. KazaLoLLCShighlights just standing his ground, says, Yon, you must live. He'll live, but I don't think Otacon will.
Not even a dream, not even a concept here for TL at this point. He's just going to walk away, let that wave crash in mid as the Otacon goes down. Ruinous here for Hanwha.
The problem, right? Like, Siva and Kassadin are two of just the hardest scaling champions in the game. Staring down the barrel of this composition is difficult at the best of times, and now you've lost back-to-back team fights. TL just have no way back onto the map. As on the hunt, it's the donkey whistle here from Viper, dodging all of the skill shots there as well as Gorgeous, as there's a public execution. The door is given to them as well as Yon is just picked off and destroyed. The same fate lies for Impact as KazaLoLLCShighlights is able to walk it off. But TL, I mean, they just have to watch as their friends are torn to shreds this game.
I guess he didn't have the shift at the moment. He had it seconds later, used it, but didn't use it to avoid. That one is taken out at max range from another ultimate from Zeus. He's had so many good ones this game. And I think this is the beginning of the end, Atlas.
Yeah, there's the force pulse. KazaLoLLCShighlights slammed into his Nexus. APA, not a lot of buttons remain here as Peanut can tank these turrets for way longer.
The
just,
strong combo.
Yeah, up a creek without a paddle as Umpty just not allowed to be there. And Zeus shows him exactly why. Zeka is now going to punish Yon for it as well, as he just waits for another Rift Walk. And Yon knows exactly what's going to happen here. Force pulse
set up those Baron waves for the last 2 inhibitors remaining here for TL. Baron gets taken over. Now they're looking for more.
Yeah, Zeka he's still Kassadin, isn't he? So yeah. I guess he can do this time. On his Silas, he was making those plays and getting punished. And I guess now he just doesn't. Zeus may, though, as he is underneath the turret here. Zeka is chasing after APA, and APA just takes 1 billion damage. Is trying to kite, but sometimes you press R in his general vicinity and he pops like a balloon. Umpty also going to suffer the same fate as Zeka gets himself out of there, using his health bar as a resource, ladies and gentlemen, as Zeus takes down Impact. I think this series is over as HLE. An absolute statement here in the final game. I'm glad they had a bunch of fun. TL also showing a phenomenal game number 2. But HLE showing exactly why they're the favorites here on their home turf, as they'll take down the final Nexus of the group stage and move on to the playoffs pretty comfortably after this win. And big congratulations now as HLE eliminate TL from the tournament.